Ladies and gentlemen, you're now listening to Who You Got for Kale and Sam. Now, who do you got?
Welcome, everybody, to Week 13 of the NFL and Who You Got season of football.
NFL.
Sam, how you doing today? How you doing?
Good. My Packers got a big dub over the 49ers this weekend.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, I don't care if it was mostly their backups. I don't care if Brock Purdy didn't play. Biggest win over the 49ers in franchise history.
Or George Kittle. You didn't play either.
No, I think Kittle actually played. It was Bosa. That was her, actually. It was Bosa.
So I was right.
Yeah, you were right originally.
Okay.
For some reason, I thought I saw Kittle, that he would be out, but he played. But yeah, as you can see, the lighting in here is green and yellow today to celebrate that victory. And also because Kale told me he's thinking about maybe becoming a Packers fan now.
Nope.
And I'm wearing the cheese head to celebrate. So,
It'll be a cold day in hell if that ever happened.
Oh, he almost did one time when the Lions were...
It was depressing at times, okay?
Well, you're good now. You're good now.
Sam, how was your week so far? It's only Tuesday.
It's only Tuesday.
It's Thanksgiving week. We got
Thanksgiving
some
week.
Thanksgiving games.
That's right. We got 3 Thanksgiving games coming up for you. Turkey Day.
Hopefully the Lions can snap their Thanksgiving streak since 2016
Yeah, I know.
against the Vikings. They
got the Bears.
Which will be our first game when we get into it. Any interesting football stories you've seen?
Not much, really. NFL. I mean, not much.
Only thing I've seen today is Aaron Rodgers wants to play with the Jets in 2025, but I don't think that's going to happen.
I saw that on the Pat McAfee show that he actually said he's not even sure if he wants to play next year, but he said if he does, his first choice would be the Jets. And here's the thing, like with Aaron, like again, favorite quarterback of all time, favorite player of all time. Maybe he's not the greatest leader, this and that, whatever. I truly think he's an authentic guy, though. You know, you see him on that show, and he just seems like a chill guy.
He just seems like a chill guy.
He's a chill guy, and I don't know. I feel like people put words in his mouth or twist what he says to fit some sort of narrative. At the end of the day, I kind of hope he just retires and just
Ride off into the sunset.
rides off into the sunset and just, you know, goes into retirement, enjoys retirement, because the dude enjoys doing other stuff besides playing football. I'm kind of surprised I really am kind of surprised he hasn't retired.
He has a solid career. I mean, he doesn't have anything to prove. Only thing he has to prove is winning a
He's
Super
had a
Bowl.
Hall of Fame career.
Yeah.
He's top 5 all time in my
Sometimes
opinion.
the media just doesn't look at that, or
They don't. They twist his words to fit the narrative. I mean, he's top 5 all time easily, in my opinion, and I think in a lot of people's opinion. Even with this, you know, his last year in Green Bay wasn't great. This year with the Jets has been awful, and I think it's just time to hang it up. You know, unless it's like a perfect situation going into next year, I'd just call it quits, man. Like, before it gets any worse. But no, man, outside of that, I mean, I was kind of looking. NFC North is just crazy this year, man. Like, the Packers are 8-3, and we're 3rd place in the division. Whereas you look at the NFC South and NFC West, their first place teams are 6-5.
Mm-hmm.
The Falcons and the Seahawks. Just crazy.
Yep.
The NFC North will be 3 deep when it comes playoff time.
To the wild card time.
I do
man.
truly believe that Lions will win the division, but I do think we can get second over the Vikings.
That will be a plus.
By the end of the regular season, I think we can nab that 5th seed.
Well, I believe in you guys.
Thanks. Hey, man, I believe you guys will get probably the 1 seed. Either you or the Eagles, and I think it'll be you guys.
I can't believe it's weird, to be honest. I don't want to.
The Lions have never got the number 1 seed, have they?
No, I don't think so.
I think they were the 3 seed last year.
It's just weird that we were favorites to win the Super Bowl. are,
Everyone
up there.
wants to. People were saying. I saw a meme. It said the Super Bowl everyone wants, and it had Lions Steelers. And I'm thinking like, don't no one want to see the Steelers in the Super Bowl? They've got 6 rings. They've got enough. Now Lions Bills I can get behind.
They both never won.
Exactly. That would be cool to see. Lions Steelers I care less. If any team from the AFC North is going to make it, I'd rather it be the Ravens.
Yeah.
Over the Steelers, but that's neither here nor there.
Well, like I said, it's weird to see that we're like everyone's talking about us, and it's weird to see people like, oh, the Lions, they won the game because of I've seen that.
Because the refs.
Yeah.
Anytime a team gets good, people start saying the refs are helping them.
And knowing that, you get these type of teams that people forget. Like, look at the long history of the Lions. We've been in the other position so much.
Yeah.
It's nice to see that we're winning, So it's like...
I mean, a reason why people hate on the Chiefs so much, yeah, they say they get the refs help and whatnot.
Yeah.
It's really just because they're good, man. They know how to win. They have a winning culture. They've squeaked out
Andy
of a lot
Reid
of close games.
Is a great coach. I mean,
he's a great coach. One of the greatest coaches of all time. Mahomes is a top 4 quarterback all time. I'm saying it right now. I'm just... The only 3 I would put above him all time in my personal list are Brady, Peyton, and Joe Montana.
Not Joe Namath.
Not Joe Namath. Joe Namath doesn't belong in the Hall of Fame.
He's in there because he won the Super Bowl.
He won a Super Bowl with the Jets. He has more career interceptions than touchdowns. That tells you enough.
So yeah, let's get in the first game. It's the Bears at the Lions on Thanksgiving.
First game on Thanksgiving Day. I'm going Lions easy.
Easy
dub.
I think Zach and I were talking about making a bet. I have not yet responded to him.
Well, you guys got to. You got to do the.
I kind of thought about upping the competition.
How so? Like, what do you mean?
Instead of like the post, I think it needs to take a step higher.
Okay, so what?
I don't know. I haven't had time to look.
I like the post. Keep doing that.
Why?
Because it's funny.
I mean, sometimes it's just, I don't know.
I mean, you don't have to worry about it, dude. The Lions are just going to keep winning. Don't even matter. Why do you care?
I'm just saying, like, I think it'd be funnier.
I like the posts. I like the backhanded compliments.
Yeah.
And then the occasional legit compliments. Like when I did it. David Montgomery and Jahmyr Gibbs. Best running back duo in the league. Sonic and Knuckles. By the way, the new Sonic movie's coming out soon. Throw that out there real quick.
Yeah, easily taking the Lions. Like I said, we're going to try to snap a streak from 2016 against the Vikings. Should be a pretty good game. I don't see it being close, but Bears are kind of unpredictable with these kind of one-score games. But
I could see it being close. I could see the Bears playing you guys tough because they've been playing tough. They played the Packers stuff. They played the Viking stuff. Now they got the Lions.
It's like I told you the other day. Like Caleb Williams is not the problem in Chicago.
He's definitely not. Anyone who is going to blame Caleb Williams for the Bears' struggles, or any Bears fan that's going to blame Caleb Williams for the Bears' struggles, doesn't know football. I'm sorry. You're only saying that because you don't like Caleb Williams.
Yeah.
Caleb Williams is obviously not the problem in Chicago.
No. It's the head coach. It's the organization.
Yeah,
and it's sad to hear that his teammates have kind of given up on him.
Honestly, Caleb Williams is probably the only reason the Bears are even still somewhat relevant.
Yeah, let's be honest. Next game we got is the Giants at the Cowboys. Exactly. Another snooze fest. Good timing on that. Speaking of
Tommy DeVito versus Cooper Rush on Thanksgiving Day, no thank you. That being said, I'm going Cowboys.
Speaking of that one, actually Jones did just clear the waivers.
Yeah.
Apparently he's expecting to sign with the team tomorrow.
I heard he's looking for a playoff contender. I've heard possibly Ravens.
He's just going to ride the bench.
Well, yeah, he's not going to go start anywhere. I mean, he might go start like for a bad team, like the Raiders. Gardner Minshew's out for the year. I could see him going and starting there.
For some reason, I heard the Lions were in consideration. I was like, what the fuck?
Be a good backup.
Head-in Hooker's pretty good, though.
Let's be honest. Yeah, Daniel would be a third string for sure.
Yeah.
DJ. But the thing is Daniel Jones, he might not be a good starting quarterback, but he's a good teammate.
Yeah.
Like, he's a good dude to have in your locker room. You want to be bad to have as a second or third string quarterback on any team because he's just a high character guy. So, I could totally see a team picking him up for that reason only. But no, he's definitely, I think his days as a premier starter, like actually like a starting quarterback, are done.
I'm going Cowboys.
Yeah.
Next game, we got the Dolphins at Green Bay.
Thanksgiving night, got to go Packers at Lambeau. Dolphins, too cold for you.
You know what's going to be a weird time and who you got? I don't know if it'll ever happen, but it probably will. Not this. I don't think in this season. If we ever pick against her team.
What's that now?
What if we ever pick against her team? Like, it's just
that's
like
true.
a
Yeah,
bad down year.
We have neither of us have done that yet, but both our teams are doing good this year.
I'm also going to go with Packers. I think the Packers are playing pretty well. They're competing hard in the NFC. They're trying to get back in that wild card talk, which they are.
The only we are. Yeah, we're definitely the 6th seed right now. But on that note, Jair Alexander, I think, still out. And we got Tyreek Hill coming into town. Could be a tough matchup. Tyreek Hill hasn't done much this year. He's been kind of quiet. But the Dolphins they've looked fairly good recently, especially on offense. Tua is playing really well. Devon Achane, the running back, has been playing really well. And they've been spreading the ball around a little more this year and not just going to Tyreek so much. So I think it'll be a tough test, honestly. Like, you got a speedy offense coming in there. But I think we can pull it off. I think we're the better team. Right, Josh Jacobs.
Next week, that next game we have is the Raiders at Kansas City.
So the first game on Sunday.
Big rival game.
Big AFC West matchup. That said, Chiefs will dominate.
The Cheats.
They may not dominate because they haven't really dominated much this year.
I mean, they were good in the Panthers game, but then they almost let them come back and beat them, and they beat them by 3. That says a lot. That, to me, a lot of people
I just think the Raiders are one of the bottom teams in the league this year.
And I think they're tanking, to be honest.
Well, Gardner Minshew's out for the year now, and he was by far their best quarterback on the team, because who else do they have? They have Aiden O'Connell.
I have a feeling they're going to pick up Shador.
They have Ritter.
They're going to pick up Shador, I think.
I could see it. Well, I could see the Giants drafting him too, or another. Yeah, I don't know. We'll see, but I think I just think the Chiefs. I mean, Chiefs obviously win that game. You don't go against the Chiefs at Arrowhead against a weak team like the Raiders. Come on.
Now we got the Texans at Jacksonville Jaguars. That is a toss-up, and I say that because the Texans are not playing.
They just lost to the Titans.
Great, which we honestly, we could go back and I could put it in the video saying that we think that the Titans suck. And
we thought the Texans were going to steamroll.
We literally ate our own words on that.
Oh, we totally did. I don't think anyone expected the Titans to win that because the Titans have been trashed all year. That said, I'm still rolling Texans.
Oh man, that's a tough one because
Jaguars have been ass all year though. Like, they're worse than the Titans even, especially without Trevor Lawrence.
Okay.
Go Jaguars! I dare you. Do it. Go Jaguars. Do it for Jarrett. Do it.
This one's for you, Jarrett. I'm going Jaguars.
Colts at Patriots. You know, Colts versus Patriots back in the early 2000s, late 2000s, used to be a big rivalry game. Peyton Manning versus Tom Brady. Now it's two laughingstocks of the AFC.
You know, when I was watching the Lions game last week, I didn't realize how big Anthony Richardson was.
He's a big dude.
He's a big dude.
I got to go Colts, too. I think they are a slightly better team. Anthony Richardson is not playing bad lately. I think he's had some character building and some growth within the past few weeks.
There was an interesting thing I saw after the Colts game and Lions game. The Colts are a very poorly coached team, I think.
Yeah, they have talent.
They got talent.
They got a good running back, Jonathan Taylor.
Got a good receiving core.
Talented receivers: Josh Downs, Michael Pittman, Adonai Mitchell. They got a stellar defense. Not great, not bad.
No, there's one dude with like really fuzzy hair. I don't remember. I don't know his name.
Yeah, but I'm gonna go Colts on that one.
I'm going Colts on that one as well. Patriots, not great. I think Mayo. We all know Mayo's gonna be fired.
Yeah, I think Drake May is doing the best as with what he's got in his rookie year. He's got talent to be a good NFL quarterback. We'll just see how it keeps going throughout his career, throughout next season and stuff. But they're not going anywhere this year. Next one, Chargers at Falcons.
I think it's be a good game.
Could be.
Uh,
Falcons got dog walked by the Broncos a couple weeks ago, and the Chargers just lost a close one to the Ravens. I'm gonna go Chargers.
damn you!
What?
I was gonna pick the Chargers.
So you're gonna?
No, I'm gonna go with the Chargers. I just think the Falcons. They're a good team, but
I think the Falcons are gonna start to fizzle out. They're really they've had their best games against the Buccaneers. Kind of ironically enough, their division rival, but I really truly think the Buccaneers are a better team than the Falcons overall. And even though the Falcons are in the lead of the NFC South right now, I do think the Bucs win that division by the end of the year. And I don't know. The Falcons, they're definitely not as good as the Chargers are this year. Chargers look good. They did lose to the Ravens, but Harbaugh's got something cooking there in Los Angeles.
yes, I think they're going to continue on the next few years.
Yeah.
Next game, we got Seahawks at the Giants.
Jets.
The Jets. Why did I say Giants? I don't know.
Seahawks.
Seahawks.
Seahawks are, they're in a very kind of
Interesting, odd.
They're in an interesting division. The NFC West is interesting this year because it's so evenly matched. None of those teams
sometimes maybe good, sometimes maybe
That's
shit.
the thing. Some of those, no one's really pulled ahead in that division. They're not.
No.
They aren't bad, but they're not great. And it's weird because the 49ers are still alive. They're 5-6. They could still win that division. That division is still very up for grabs. Personally, I think the Cardinals will win it by the end of the year. I think they have just the best team and the most favorable schedule to finish out the year. But that said, the Seahawks have definitely had a better season than the Jets by far. And I think they go into New York and take down Aaron Rodgers and the Jets this weekend.
I'm also going to Seahawks. It was pretty well put. I really don't need to go and explaining it. Next game, we have the the Tennessee Titans.
This one is actually kind of tough.
At Washington.
Commanders have dropped 3 in a row now, including an embarrassing loss to the Cowboys last week. Jaden Daniels has not looked like the rookie of the year
anymore
we thought he would be early on. And the Titans just won an upset game over the Texans. So it's really, this actually is tougher than if we were to do this a couple weeks ago, it would be, oh yeah, Commanders. Now it's the Titans are kind of hot, Commanders are not.
I'm rolling with the Commanders on this one.
Yeah, I'm going to go Commanders too.
I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying, dude, honestly, I can't see them losing 4 in a row, and especially to the Titans. I feel like the Titans maybe got a little lucky against the Texans. Texans have just been inconsistent this year as well. I don't know. It'll be interesting, but I think Commanders is the better choice here, especially since they're at home.
All right, next game is the Steelers at Cincinnati.
AFC North matchup.
I'm rolling with the Steelers. I think, Russell Wilson's still playing pretty good. I think his comeback season is doing pretty well.
You think he wins comeback player of the year?
I want to say he's going to go against Jameson, but Jameson hasn't played a lot. So
I don't think he wins comeback player of the year because he's not really coming back from anything.
No. Well, yeah, no.
He's not really. He played last year.
But, Matthew Stafford won it back in
2021, wasn't it? No.
It was when we lost the wild card against the Saints in the playoffs.
2011, because he was injured the year before.
Yes,
Russell Wilson didn't get injured last year, though. He just got benched at the end of the year and sucked in Denver.
but he was injured for most of the year. But that might hurt him too because he didn't play it until half of the year.
He won't win it.
I don't think he will.
I don't think he meets the
Criteria.
qualifications. I want to say Steelers too, but I got to keep in mind this might be a good matchup, especially since it's in Cincinnati. And even though the Bengals are not playing great, Joe Burrow still looks like Joe Shiesty out there. He's still throwing dimes, putting up big numbers. Jamar Chase is doing his thing. T. Higgins looks real good. And the Bengals offense really hasn't missed a beat this year. It's their atrocious defense that'll probably cost them again, and so I'm going to go Steelers. I think Joe Burrow has another great game, and this defense just lets him down again. Steelers win it.
Next game, we have the Cardinals at the Vikings. Now, let me tell you something about the Vikings. They're playing good. They won by 3 points last week in a dogfight against Chicago. Yep. However, Jefferson has not been playing pretty good the last few games. He's been over 100 yards, 0 touchdowns.
I think that's Darnold's fault, though, not getting the ball to him.
Could be, but maybe he's just been getting guarded hard.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I just think Darnold, I mean, maybe they're not scheming up ways to get him the ball either.
Yeah, that too.
How you don't get the ball to a guy like him is beyond me. He's arguably the best wide receiver in the game now.
That could be also on the offense coordinator and the head coach when they're planning out their scheme.
Yeah. I feel like Darnold, when he tries to force it to him, he starts throwing picks.
Yes, because they know he's heavily guarded.
The Packer fan in me wants to go for the Cardinals because that makes our chances better for standings in the NFC North. That would, if we win this weekend and the Vikings lose, we'd be tied at 9-3. They would still have the head-to-head over us for now. But I got to roll Vikings just because they're just the better team, better offense, better defense, better pizza, Papa John's. Better ingredients.
I'm going to roll with the Cardinals. I think Kyler Murray's still playing pretty good this year so far.
They lost to the Seahawks last week.
Did they?
Yeah.
What was the score?
I think it was close. They might have got beat pretty good. I can check. I'm going to check.
All right. He's going to check.
I'm checking it.
The checkman.
Yes.
Yes, please. Yes. One check, please. Yes.
Cowboys win by 50 fucking billion.
And the result is...
Gotta find him.
OMG.
Keep them entertained now, will you? They lost 16-6. It was a low scoring affair.
So it wasn't bad.
No, it wasn't bad. That's fine.
I'm still gonna roll with the Cardinals. I think they have the potential of doing an upset against the Vikings. You know, Kyler Murray's
the potential's definitely there. Potatoes. I think Kyler Murray is a better quarterback than Sam Darnold. The hype was so big on Sam Darnold early in the year, and
MVP.
And look at we both called it. We knew it was gonna die down. He ain't that guy. He's not.
Next game we have the Rams at New Orleans.
New Orleans. I got Rams. Give me
Just
Rams.
sitting in my garage right now learning about knowledge. These book with knowledge in it.
I'm gonna go Rams because I got my dad on standby.
I also am gonna go with the Rams because my mom's gonna come too.
Why?
Dad. All right. Pretty easy, said and done.
Bucks at Panthers. It's Bucks. I think the Bucks win the NFC South. I don't think they really lose much more the rest of the year.
Yeah.
Bake May's having another solid year for him.
Yeah, they had a little bit of down a couple weeks.
He has a few games where he gets a little turnover prone and a little trigger happy, but I think the NFC South is the Bucks division. I really do. Even though the Falcons are in the lead right now, I see the Bucks taking it by the end of the season. Eagles at Ravens.
Eagles.
That's a good game. That's a good game. This could be a test. You're going Eagles?
Yes, sir.
Ooh, okay. Okay. I don't know, because if I go Ravens, we're now at 3 different games, and we would need one of the last 2 to be. Well, no,
I think the last
that would work. Hold on, let me check real quick.
I already did my last 2.
Horsey.
Go Horsey. Because if I put B, you don't know who's gonna win.
So we're good, actually. I'm gonna go Ravens, and then I'm gonna go Bills and Horsey as well.
Horsey. Copy and paste it. There you go. Oh,
I will.
the Horsies. We'll get to it when we do. So yeah, the next 2 last games is the Bills and the 49ers. I'm taking the Bills. The Bills are red hot. I mean, the 49ers could upset them, but I still believe the Bills are going to get it done.
Yeah.
Browns versus the Broncos. Jameis Winston playing like a dog.
Okay, yeah.
Playing like a dog.
But Bo Nix, he's looking like that Rookie of the Year favorite right now.
Yeah, ever since that, James or Jaden Daniels is really kind of like just like,
Yeah.
Slowed down.
So that's our Sunday night and Monday night matchups, but I like that Eagles-Ravens game. That'll be the deciding factor for the week for who wins, who you got this weekend.
Yeah.
So I like that. Hopefully that's a good game.
You like that. You like that.
Kirk Cousins.
Which is never prime time.
Nope.
Never.
I like that. No, that's good. It's good.
I think,
Good stuff.
each week it seems like picks are getting better and
I
better.
feel like it's like we're always close no matter
just
what.
seems like
every
it's
every
starting-
week it's by one game.
Yeah, I'm starting to think this every week has now become more of a like a silent competition.
Oh, it is for sure. So I'm at
Versus
I'm
the
at
beginning.
5-7 now. Kale's 7-5, but we have the same overall record of 114 and 65 on the year.
If I win my own trophy, would you say it's rigged?
I'm on that comeback though.
Oh yeah,
I'm on that comeback trend.
I believe you. Well, you're behind.
It's
like,
not rigged. It's not at all rigged.
I know,
I'll be
you-
the first to admit that I'm losing, and I will say it's not rigged.
You're behind 2 overall or 2.
I'm behind
season
2
records.
weeks by 2 weeks, but our overall record is the same.
Yeah. I'm
So-
telling you, next year it's gonna get a lot heavier. I ain't gonna give out the details. I ain't gonna spoil it.
Not yet.
Not yet. Damn it. Damn it. Not yet.
Damn it!
You're fired. Sorry, I had to do the Vince McMahon.
I'm fired. I'm fired.
I don't have my phone. I was gonna. Dad, they're firing me.
Hold on. I got my
Sorry.
phone. Hold on. I got something funny to play.
Oh.
Bro, I feel like you hate me, man. You don't want to do anything with me because
Is
I'm not
that
famous
playing?
anymore or anything.
Just
And I
we're
feel
gonna
like
have to save that. Stop
I
playing
hate
it. We're gonna have to save that one for the podcast.
Bro,
Speaking
I feel like you hate me, man.
Oh, yeah. Speaking of podcasts, don't forget to check out our podcast episodes. The one we just did last week. The Huskers are going bowling after some time since 2016, which we lost that one. Matt Rule's getting done in Nebraska. We're going full in depth with the college football season. Don't forget to check out Agent Life Media Group and all the podcasts out there. We got a bit of everything for everyone. You like politics, you like fishing and racing and just people's stories. Go check them out. Touching Base, Use Assumptions, Talking Dirt. And check out ours. We do the podcast, the sports, and whatever else we just feel like doing.
Yeah.
Blah, 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 blah.
Go ahead. Check out Expedia.net. Okay, peace out. Bye.
What?